Hey guys.
So we're currently hanging out in a school hallway.
That's why we look like high schoolers right now. Oh, pause. Funny story.
You guys.
So most kids know my story about like how I got mistaken for a 12-year-old. But we're walking through a high school right now, and this man just told Melissa to take her hat off because he thought she went here. Like she's a high school student. Yes, winning.
32 and winning. So right now, Justin is currently teaching hip hop back there. So if you see me getting a little gangsta, that's why.
It looks really cute, but then it was raining outside, so.
She did look really cute. Take my word for it. Okay. We're going to be the first interviewers and interviewees of our show. Is that what this is called?
We made these questions. We make them or whatever, but we just started writing down questions so that when we interview our friends and stuff, that we'll have questions to ask them instead of just because me and Melissa would just talk to them, and that would be it.
Okay, number one, what's your name?
My name is Bree.
I'm Melissa. Number two, how did we meet?
How did we meet? Is that it?
I don't remember the exact day. I do. I remember exactly. We were teaching at another dance studio, and she was interviewing for a job, and I had already had a job at this dance studio, and I was the one who she came in and taught in my class, and I observed. It was a kindergarten K-1 class.
Oh.
And I remember watching her.
I'd never taught a K-1
She
class
was
ever.
assisting my class. Mm-hmm. That's how it went. But then when it was time to do PK pases across the floor, I remember being very impressed because she was very particular about the passe going down to fifth behind from the PK.
She's and that's when I learned that she was totally picky and weird about things.
It is, and that's a little bit changed my life, to be honest.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Now I'm really picky.
We're the worst. I always tell the kids that I'm I'm really crazy, right? And they're like, yeah.
That's how I met you. Your hair was really long, and then you just cut it off.
Oh my gosh, it was so long, and then I was like, how are you connected to the dance world?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just joking. We own a dance studio, and we choreograph, and we are directors of a company, and
we are friends with a lot of people in the dance world all over the world.
Yeah, we have a problem. We always bring people in to come and teach our kids because we're we want somebody else to teach them, and then it's terrible. Then we're friends with them forever, and it's amazing, except for we're not millionaires, and so we can't just bring everybody in to teach our kids all the time. But I remember, who was the first person?
Emma
Portner
was the first person we brought in ever to our studio,
and I love her so much.
Girl was just gonna get in a random.
I remember saying that to her. I was you were just gonna get in the car, even you had no idea who we are. We didn't sign a contract to bring her out. We were just hey, will you come out and work with our kids? And she was yeah.
And that was 18 at the time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Amara came with her, and Amara was 17.
Sorry, no, you're there. Okay, moving on. Favorite style to teach
or choreograph?
What about teach? Favorite style?
My favorite style to teach, I just like to teach technique. I feel this sounds bad, but I don't have to lesson plan as much because I'm I feel there's just endless possibilities of things to work on.
What do you like to choreograph?
I like to choreograph really leggy contemporary. People who are really bendy. I'm really good at that because I'm really flexible.
I like to teach contemporary. I starting my class with Shavasana situation, yoga. And then I like to choreograph.
Oh no.
I like to choreograph props.
I hate it. I
always have a dance that's I have an idea. It's gonna require a helicopter.
I'm Melissa, I'm gonna make you personally buy a prop trailer.
But it ends up being worth it.
No, it's great. It's great.
Your least favorite part about the dance world?
My least favorite part about the dance world, I feel is a new thing. because there's so much like social media and kids are so connected to everything, like they have this like weird pressure and they like just this is weird, like they like know that they aren't the best. And like I don't feel like it was like that when we were younger. It was like, yeah, there are other people that are really good and I've seen them like at competitions and stuff like that, but it wasn't so out there. It wasn't like, so I feel like especially when kids like start to get better and more connected to the world, then their confidence drops because they just see all these other people that are like so good, and it's kind of hard as like a teacher, like it's hard to pull them out of that because it's like, well, yeah, that is the reality. So you either let it like
pull up and like,
right, you either pull up or you just find something else to do, I guess.
I think my least favorite part about the dance world is, yeah, like the dance mom world.
Ugh.
That like,
that's not real.
I hate that that's been like introduced to like the world in general because it's not real. And like those kids like left the studio that they were training at to like be on this ridiculous show where they're not getting the technique that they were getting at their previous studio, and I don't know, it's just kind of like it's not realistic. And then these other kids,
I don't like that that's like how the dance world is like portrayed either, because I feel like it's like a very, for most people, I feel like it's like very connected and like we're like supportive of each other. Like, well, we try to be, but like I feel like we have a lot of friends that are that way too, and it just seems like really not that way, and that's just like what the world thinks that competition dance is.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah,
we're trying to not do that way. Favorite part about the dance world?
I guess just the opposite.
Yeah.
Like getting to meet other people that people. I feel like dance people are super passionate, and it's just like being able to meet other people who
dance friends.
Yeah,
dance friends are like lifelong.
Dance friends are the best friends.
Dance friends are the best friends.
Yeah,
it's a hashtag.
Yeah,
that's definitely my favorite part too.
Are you most dance pet peeve? Oh no,
there are so
this
many.
is like a whole nother video. Pet peeve. My just blanket dance pet peeve is when teachers or when kids like teach themselves or want to learn things that are like so much harder than they're ready to, and I'm just like, girlfriend, we can't do a Shanae yet.
I think all of the tricks, like Bree said earlier, like the whole like social media thing is so big, so people can get on YouTube and just like teach themselves how to do so much, but they're not taking any fundamentals, they're not taking any ballet or any conditioning or any technique to like back up their movements. So I see like kids just throwing themselves all over the floor doing aerials and doing like tilt drops. And
well, I think like in the same regard, like because there is that, like now I think that because people can just go on YouTube and like or whatever and look it up, then they don't feel like ballet is as important. Yeah, because like when we were younger, it was like, well, you have to learn all these things and then you learn that. So, which is the safe and right way, but yeah, that's petty. I can tell when somebody gets on the stage and they don't take over. Who are you most inspired by? I don't have one right now. I just feel like it's a lot. It's so much. I'm most inspired by my mom as a dancer. Who am I most inspired by as a dancer? Will. Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, that's like a no-brainer. Will Johnston. Do we have to talk about it anymore? We love you, Will. What animal do you dance like? I have no idea. I think you dance like a cat. Really? Yeah. Why? You're a little sexy. Okay. You move your hips like you finish your movements really well. Oh, thanks. Yeah, this is really actually very accurate. She dances like a cat. And I am a cat personally, yes, so it works out. Awesome. Who do I dance? What animal do I dance like? I mean, can I go ahead and say lemur, or is that not a thing? You do kind of dance like a lemur, though. Just like use my whole body. Right, you like are like use your like lemurs have like a long spine. I feel like, and you like are good at moving through your spine. I also like to, yeah. I think I'm a lemur. Right, like lemurs use props like their tree. I do. If you didn't dance, what else would you do? I know my answer. What would you do? Die. I would die. If I didn't dance, I would die. Well, actually, before I was like a full-time dance teacher, I went to cosmetology school. So I guess I would just be a hairdresser. I really liked that, so. But you didn't. I guess if you didn't know dance existed, yeah. Yeah. But then, like I always say that if I would have known that I was going to do this, I would have gone back and I would have gone to school before we opened the studio to have like a physical therapy degree or something. If I didn't dance, I would just be a full-time mom. I wouldn't die.
But I'd be sad. It's happened before I was a full-time mom and I didn't dance, and I was depressed, and I didn't know why.
Oh my gosh, I didn't dance for 2 years, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
And I didn't know why either, and then I was like, oh, it's because I'm not dancing.
That's exactly what happened. Dancing with the Stars came on TV when I was in Germany. I'll never forget.
Oh, no.
Adam, my husband, I've got like a baby. My husband and I are like, he's like doing the dishes, and I don't know, it just came on, which in Germany and the Army TV, it's like 6 months behind. So we were like, it had already aired in America, but I didn't know what it was. And so it came on, and I literally rose from the couch, and I was like, I need you to dance with me. Oh my God, I need you to dance with me.
No. He tried.
He was like, what is happening?
Okay,
Hey, who's your favorite YouTuber?
Well, I showed Melissa my favorite YouTuber the other day. His name is Jack Harries. He does Jack Scap, and he's really gorgeous. It's like my type. There we go.
But yeah, I like Jack Harries or Superfruit or Tyler Oakley.
Okay. Back in the day when I watched YouTube, I used to watch Pomplamoose all the time, and
Why does that sound so familiar?
because I've played some of their music in class. I've told you about them. They play their instruments like creatively, and like they're really funny.
Oh, that's
She's
cool.
super unique, and yeah, I really like them. So I got inspired by them.
Oh, and obviously Addie Kaylee, because she's our friend.
Okay, well that's
it.
us.
We did it. One more video down. Okay, bye.
We have questions.
Hi.
It's fine. Just recording a video.
Just caught.
Okay, number 1. I look crazy.
I look crazy too. This is the rain.
This is not better.
Just leave it like that.
Number. We have a count in the corner. How many people?
We should.
Over spirit.
My hand is dying.
I won't. Here, I'll hold it.
Here.